Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Today we are going to talk about Metazoo, Cryptid Nation, both Kickstarter as well as first edition non-Kickstarter. There's a lot of movement going on, especially in the last couple of days. There's been a lot of sales on Cryptid Nation Kickstarter. There's been a ton of singles that have sold. It's been 2 weeks since we've done the update, so keep that in mind whenever you're looking at these numbers. It has been 2 weeks since we did the last update, and that's how we'll be continuing as we move forward, as every Thursday we do a Metazoo market update. We'll alternate between sets. So that's kind of where we're going. Let's hop in. Let's take a look at things. If you want access to all of this data, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. Gets you access to a collection tracker, a way to evaluate the value of your collection based on these numbers that you're going to see in real time whenever I do a market update. So let's first off talk about first edition. Let's take a look at sealed product and see what's moving, what's selling, and where things are. I'm going to put booster boxes at around $900. You can see there are a few booster boxes that have sold for over that, $920, but you also have one at $840, $889, you've got a $930, $940. So they're kind of all over the place. A lot of them, again, are being picked up over on TCG Player. You can see a nice little graph that they have too, where it's just kind of starting to pick right back up. You have sold listings at $943. I don't know how actual or real that sold listing is at $333. There's no way for me to know that. I know that seems very low. Congratulations if somebody got that, because there has been plenty of them selling in the $800 and $900 range. I will say again, like, this is a recent sale. You can see these moving up over the last 10 days. If you were to do the market update last week, you'd be sitting at $750 still. But over the last couple of days, the market's really starting to dry up on boxes. Let's see, current TCG Player is $950. eBay is about the same. So that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give it $900 based on the last couple weeks. Cryptid Nation spellbooks at $200, release decks at $100, Iceman deck at $70. You can see the decks are all floating around the $70 to $80. This puts your average at $900, which doesn't really matter. The point though is that it is up 18% from 2 weeks ago on average for the price. Sorry, I think this is just the box price. Box price. That is not the average of those. It's just the box price is up 18%. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about, we'll just real quickly go through some of the things. The Aura, not very much value. The Terra, not very much value. The non-foil bronzes are sitting at down 18% to 40 cents. You've got the non-foil silvers down 9% to 50 cents. None of this really matters. Reverse hollow bronzes are down 11%. No major things. Actually, Chibi Mothman going up. No major changes. Sewer Alligator going down. This is one of my favorite cards. Sewer Alligator going down to 15. We'll spend some more time on the gold stuff. But Reverse Hollow is down 8%. Squonk is actually going up. There are some characters like this that people actually like Squonk. That has the funny artwork. I think Sewer Alligator again is like one of my favorites. All right, let's talk about the golds, because there's some interactions going on. Mothman, let's talk about the price of Mothman. That's what everybody wants to know. That's what you're here for. It's like, how much is my Mothman worth? Well, your Mothman currently, it's sitting, there's sold listings at $170. There's $194. This is for the reverse hollow, everyone. For $194. Over on TCG Player, you've got sold listings in $170, even upwards of $200. I actually wanted to put this at $200, but I decided to go with $185 after the sale today at $170. So that kind of puts it at $185 based on the last couple weeks on average sold listings. You've got eBay sitting. You've got some on eBay that have sold for $190. So I'm going to go $185 there on the Mothman. As a whole, too, if you look at the percentage gains on some of these, you can see like Chupacabra is up 50%, Jersey Devil's up 18%, Mothman's up 23%. You've got some downwards trending, and like Hodog 12%, Walking Sam 17%, Flatwood Monster 13%, Sinkhole Sam 33%. The kind of Quetzalcoatl, I can't pronounce that, up 22%. Metal Man, you got a lot of movement up and down in these cards, which says that a lot of them are just based on what people like. Holy Gems up 40%. Across the board, though, if you look at the actual averages across the board, that's the silver, sorry. I'm having trouble with my mouse moving over there. If you look at the actual averages, why can't I move? What is going on? If you look at the actual averages across the board, oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Why can't I move this? What if I go like this? Oh my gosh, this is, oh, there we go. Actual averages across the board, you're up 2% to an average of $20 for your reverse hollow golds. Let's take a look at hollow golds. I'm going to give you your averages right now while we're there. You're actually up to $41, which is 2 weeks in a row where we've been up. This time we're up almost 8%. You've got your Mothman sitting at $475. Let me show you that too, because there's some listings above, there's some sold below. But the full hollow Mothman, you can see full hollow first edition sold for $525. You've got full hollow Mothman first edition. This one's PSA that's sold for $500. You've got a PSA 8 promo one. Sorry, that was a Kickstarter promo. You got another one that sold for $500, but over on TCG Player, you're sitting in like the $425 range for sold listings on the near mint hollow. So again, I would say you could probably get about $500 if you wanted for it. I'm just trying to give like accurate averages based on the last couple weeks. And so you're sitting about $475, which again is up a pretty significant amount. You're up with Mothman 13%. Bigfoot's up 50% to $52. Chupacabra's up 148% to $36. There's a ton of movement on the full hollows. Uncle Sam's up 75% to $35. Tons of movement. There is some downwards pressure, like Death Beam's down to $45. You've got Tizzerhook down to $11. You've got Fresno Nightcrawlers down to $12. So there is some downwards pressure. Lightning Glass down to $19. But Lightning Glass down to $16. But as a whole, we are up 7.5%, 7.8% to an average of $41, which is pretty significant. Your box toppers are also up on average 3%. Red ink not moving that much at all. Actually, I haven't seen a sale of red ink in a while. But you're up a little bit on the averages. Keep in mind this Dark Aura, it hasn't sold for less than $148 since that last sale. There's just not, like, the market on these doesn't move that much because there's not a ton on the market for the box toppers. If you think about it, there's 25,000 boxes. There's 10 box toppers, so there's 2,500 of each of these. That's not a significant amount to see. So, all right, looking at your EV calculation then, this is kind of what we do here. Looking at the EV calculation, everything's kind of priced in. You see what your box topper is, $71. If you sell the non-foils, you're going to get $1,049 if you open the box. If you don't sell the non-foils, you're just selling the foils on average, and you're hitting the averages, you're selling for $894. If you hit a Mothman, you'd be way up. If you don't hit a Mothman, you'd be probably slightly down depending on your other polls, but you're sitting about $894. Pretty good. All right, let's take a look at Kickstarter then. We'll kind of run through the other stuff. We'll do sealed first. Sorry. Sealed Kickstarter, there was a pretty big buyout that happened in the last 3 days on Kickstarter. Let's see, when did it start? On the 12th, about the 12th, maybe even the 10th. Even earlier. Honestly, just the last week, there's been a lot of sold listings. But recently, you're seeing the regular box prices, even up to $9,000. This is for the non-alternating. I'm sorry, those are for the non-alternating. A huge buyout definitely on the non-alternating. Up to, we're going to put it at 11,000 because that's the most recently sold. On the regular ones, the I guess they're just called alternating. You're seeing like 8,500. But then there was also one that was 6,500, which is why we brought this down to 78. You can see 78.87. So there's definitely some significant movement. We're up 21% on the regular booster boxes. You're up even more than that on the non-alternating. We haven't seen a Kickstarter spellbook sell recently. We haven't seen a Goblin deck sell recently, but you can see some of those other values of the decks. The decks are actually kind of averaging out, whereas the blister pack is too. Actually, the decks are actually down a little bit, whereas the blister packs are kind of averaging out. But you can see some interaction going on with the boxes for sure. Let's see, is it worth it then to open up like an $8,000 Kickstarter box for all you box breakers out there? Your auras, and I have seen some people purchasing some of these. Like the Kickstarter auras, it's kind of like Magic Lands, if you're going to play it, whatever. But you're down 18% to an average of $17. Your Terra is down 8% to an average of $18. Your non-foil bronzes are down That didn't get carried over. Sorry. Your non-foil bronzes are, I'm having trouble with my mouse today, are actually up 10% to an average of $76. Non-foil silvers are up 23% to an average of $8. Your reverse hollow bronze, all right, reverse hollow is down 6%. You got sewer alligator down to going up to 113. Let's actually just go to the percentages. I gotta get the graphs, all the charts all done for this stuff. Bat Squatch is down a little bit. Bunnyman's down a little bit. Joint Snade's down a little bit. You've got Matlocks is going up. Giant Salamander's going up. Tripodoro is going down. Snow Wasset's going up. Sewer Alligator's going up. You can see all the percentages there. But yeah, down 6%. Reverse hollow silvers, you see some of the averages there. We're actually up 6% there. You've got Squonk that hasn't sold for a while, and you've got Chibiquetza that hasn't sold for a while, but you've got some interactions going there. Salem's Witch is going down a little bit. Hug and Molly is going up. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's go to reverse hollow golds. So reverse hollow golds, where's Mothman? Mothman, we haven't seen a sold listing for reverse hollow in the last couple weeks. But we have started seeing like Loveland Frogman still holding its value. You've got a lot of sold listings on kind of the average ones at around $52. Where is the Pizza Bird's down just a little bit. Where is my Chaos Crystal? Chaos Crystal at 400, which is up significantly. There's your, oh, I was going to say this. Boxes, there's only 2 boxes, regular boxes under $10,000. Then it shoots up to $12,000 for the Kickstarter boxes over on eBay. That is buy it now. So take a look at some of the auctions. I don't know if there's any, I usually just look at buy it now because that kind of tells you where sellers are expecting the market to end up. But there's 2 boxes under 10,000. Just wanted to highlight that. And then it really shoots up to like the $12,000 to $13,000 range, especially as you get some of those non-alternating ones. All right, I was telling you about the Chaos Crystal sale. So you had a Chaos Crystal reverse hollow that sold for $500, but then you also have one currently available from somebody with decent amount of, oh, that's damaged. Sorry. I was going to look at the sold listings. Here's the sold listings. Yesterday, one sold for $400 for a reverse hollow. So that's kind of where we put the $400 price point. What else do we got going on? You've got an average of going up to $113, which is an average of 5%. If you want to see what's moving up and down, we'll move it on over. You can see a lot of fluctuation on these, but the ups are higher than the downs. Like Blood Ruby's up 73%. Quetzalcoatlus is down 23%. So lots of highs that are higher than the lows. Eternal Snowflake's down 28%. Medium Sword Eyes up 40%. Mermaid Skills up 40%. Those are all percentages. All right, let's get to the hollow golds. Your hollow golds are actually down 9%. But there was a massive sale of a Mothman here. Very much becoming the Charizard, right? I mean, we already knew that, but you can see it even more now in the market. You've got, so I'm calling this 2079 because in 2 days there were 2 sold that were both, one was 1800 and one was 2300. So it's kind of hard. Like we just took the average of that, basically, is what I did. And that puts your Mothman at $2,000.79. There have been, I've heard of some private sales of like graded ones moving too, which is super interesting. Chessie's down to 400. Let's see, where's some of the downwards pressure coming? Because Death Beam's up to 400. Silver Bullets lost some. Ghost Train sold at 500. Where's some of the downwards pressure coming in that number? Let's go over here. Where's our downwards pressure? Eternal Snowflake was down 56%. Silver Bullet was down 43%. Single Sam was up 178%. Man, that downwards pressure. I wonder if that number's wrong. Let's see. What's that doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Let's bring this over. We'll change it to this one. I was like, that doesn't seem right based on what's going on. It's actually at 1%. Really, really. We need to get the graph changed on this because it automatically calculates things. All right, here we go. EV calculations on this stuff. So your box EV is sitting at 5,411. If you are able to sell the non-foils, you're sitting at 8,667. And I did talk to somebody the other day. I was trying to question, are you able to sell these? And people are trading for them. I don't know that you can get cash for them at this volume, but there is a decent amount of value, I think. So I would say you'd probably be able to get about $1,000, not $3,000 for your non-foils, but maybe about $1,000. So I'd put that up at $6,500. Again, if you hit a Mothman, you're probably sitting pretty good. And I've seen boxes that have had multiple Mothman and stuff like that. So it's definitely a lottery ticket. I would personally not open up a box. Like, that's just not my style. But if you like the gambling aspect of things, there's definitely a room for it there, and there's room for success still. It hasn't gotten to like the point where it's like, you know, $20,000 and your EV's $5,000 and like you can't win ever. Especially that if you're looking to get things graded, you know, the graded cards are selling for more. I don't know. I'm not giving anybody advice. My point is that if you like opening packs, you like gambling, and if you are a high roller, that's your place. But if not, your place is probably in this first edition stuff, because that one is pretty easy to make your money back with. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Sorry that there was a few little mishaps there in the chart. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And yeah, hope you have a good one. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.